I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you test questions on quadratic functions. The question here is, a smoke jumper parachutes out of a plane to fight fire. After jumping from an airplane, the height in meters of a smoke jumper can be modeled by the quadratic function h1t equals to minus 4.9 t square plus 4800, where t is time in seconds. After she releases her parachute, her height above the ground can be modeled by the function h of 2 t equals to minus 4t plus 3900. How long after jumping did she release her parachute? You can always pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Now, from this situation, it is very clear that during the first half of the journey, when the smoke jumper jumps, height is given by the quadratic equation minus 4.9 t square plus 4800, and once she releases a parachute, the height is given by the second linear equation minus 4t plus 3900. Now we need to answer how long after jumping did she release her parachute. Well, this is a continuous function, so the time when the parachute was released should match, right? And therefore, we are interested in finding time when h1t is equal to h2t, right? That is the basic concept. And therefore, what we can do is we can actually equate these two equations and find time. So what we have here is minus 4.9 t square plus 4800, which is h1t. That should be equal to minus 4t plus 3900, h2t. Equating these, we can find time, and that is the answer. Perfect. So let's bring all the terms to one side, and so we get 0 equals to, if I take all these terms to the right, I get 4.9 t square, we'll change these signs, minus 4800 minus 4t plus 3900. Let's combine the terms. We get 4.9 t square minus 4t minus 4800 plus 3900 gives us minus 900, right? Now we can find time t using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula, as you know, is t equals to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a, right? So we'll use this formula to calculate time. So t is equals to minus b, which is minus of 4, that becomes plus 4, plus minus square root of square of minus 4 minus 4 times a is 4.9 times minus 900 square root divided by 2 times a, that means 2 times 4.9, correct? That gives you 4 plus minus square root of, this is 16, and we can multiply these terms. 2 negatives makes positive. Let's use calculator. So we have 4 times 4.9 times 900, that is 17,640, divided by 2 times 4.9, which is 9.8. Now t has to be positive, so we can find the value with 4 plus these values divided by 9.8, right? So let's calculate that value. So what we have now here is, so let's calculate the square root first, then we'll add 4 and divide by 9.8, right? So we have square root of 16 plus 17,640, which is equal to 132.87. We'll add it to 4 plus 4. and then we'll divide by 9.8. Divide by 9.8, and that gives you the answer as 13.966. So that gives you time as 13.966, and the units are seconds, right? The distance here is in meters and the time is in seconds. So that could be your answer. So approximate it to approximately 14 seconds, right? So that is how this question can be answered. I hope that really helps. Feel free to post your suggestions, share my videos, and if you like, that'd be great. Thank you and all the best.